And yeah, today it'll be episode 26, cycle 437 and onward, and hopefully we'll be stabilizing the Talon, which is the oil planet. That's the goal anyway. As of right now, I'm just shipping over water. Because, yeah. So you'll be seeing pretty much the future of what you missed out on, Neo. Yeah, our planet didn't have any water sources. Well, it does. It's just that, we haven't found it yet. And, that's normally a really bad sign. So let me do a priority check. As usual. Make sure all my stuff is set properly. Eight, so the machine likes to fill it. Storage check. Chips out of there. I'll also take a cycle before the music kicks back in. Yes. I'm also preparing the water tank, because we will be digging into the magma to clean it all out. And the giant army of bees that keep dying on my machinery. Actually, what? Actually stunned. Did that delete all the gas inside of itself? The power drop was not actually that much. I'm gonna sever the power jar real quick, just for a moment. See. So check that before we saved, and we had a little bit over 3/4 full yesterday, or when I ended the stream. Wondering if it just deleted all the hydrogen when I saved and loaded the game. I mean, that's not the first time that's happened, but that would definitely suck if that just happened. I'm gonna hope that was not the case. Also, I need to up priorities on... Alright, bud. Burn, I need you to actually scoot the Drekos around. At least when you get a chance. Inside here... 4%. How much food do we got and what's our percentages here? Real question. I warrant getting rid of this yet. Right, 80%. Burn it. Just not make anything out of aluminum and we'll be fine. Got bleachstone, I need a little less of that. We'll need the chlorine very shortly for the Drekos, but not just yet. Wait. Okay, we have grilling. What? Only likes grilling. Hold up. Oh, he is being calculated. I'm confused and concerned. Okay. There's everything over here. CO2 is being taken care of. Red cactus is kind of existing and helping ship stuff over at this point. Turn it off and just have him move everything. It'll get shipped back anyway as processed later. I do need to build a Draco farm. Probably over here. Yes. Definitely. Gas-wise, still doing pretty good. Medicine, I need a knowledge table. Priority, instead of 50% threshold for Spoonwood's sake, and kick it down to 15% stress. It should be good after that. Okay, nice. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I also probably need to start building a food storage container unit for the other planets. How did we end up getting nuclear waste there? What? Wait, what? Hold up. How? The rabble collide horizontally? I am confused. I have no idea how nuclear waste formed there. That normally can't happen. Okay, well, that's sure. Put it over there. I'm very confused how that happened, but okay. I assume the nuclear waste hit, or the rad bolts hit something. Any dupes injured? Okay, what's your health at? Alright, you bucket. I'm gonna pause for a minute, just look. 82. That is when they had to flee a poke shop. Because of weird fleeing mechanics. Or a burn. Definitely not a rad bolt. If a rad bolt had hit them, that would have been, well, they would have been knocked on their butt almost immediately. In and just let the rest of the CO2 out. Okay, good. Done. Not that. I need that. And set it for... We'll do 15. That's fine. Now, the bigger problem is going to be... I need to build a liquid lock. I need to come in here, delete this. I also don't want germs getting on my dudes. Just measurements real quick. Okay, that should be fine. High priority on that. Ah, take all of that out. Nope. Burn. How tired are you? Down to 38%. Okay. There. You guys go get food. Take care of yourself. I'll make a liquid lock here using the surrounding oil. Come in here, box this thing in, and delete it. I'll have to crush all the oil that's here and delete it as well. It's already infected. There's nothing I can do to protect it. That's all lost. Oh yes, but again, we're dealing with zombie spores. Zombie spores, you don't want them to touch any gas. Like, under any circumstance. So even if I could put them in the bottles and transport them up here, they still get out. Because, well, they're annoying. Not to mention that they spread in literally every single medium in the game, except for magma. And chlorine, of course. But then again, even if I put chlorine into this room, the oil that's infected won't actually get cleaned. Which is really annoying. It's not really that big of a deal, I just have to make sure that this, when I kill this, it doesn't explode. But yeah, I used to use bleach stone and just fill the entire rooms with chlorine, and it would kill every single ounce of the germ except for the stuff in crude oil. If I remember right, yeah. Pretty sure zombie spores don't even die in radiation either. Yeah, the only thing that you can use to get rid of it is bleachstone and chlorine. Because they made it ultra hardy. Oh, it does? Okay, good. I remember this stuff, they made it so it was practically impossible to get rid of. Other than to either crush it, burn it, put, like, you would have to convert everything into sour gas. And just flood the entire thing with lava. And that was one way to get rid of it. Or try to convert all of this into polluted water in a chlorine tank, and that would get rid of it. Because I do prefer my large chlorine boxes. They work wonders. Like, what germs? Everything dies in here. Everything but freaking zombie spores. Because, you know, if they were in a liquid, you can't get rid of it originally. But if radiation is actually killing it in oil, then that's good. I'm still going to crush this and get rid of it. There's no point in me exposing the, yeah, there's no reason to expose the zombie spores to an oxygenated environment. I don't want it spreading. I could use chlorine, but it'd be better just to crush and kill it. And for reference, the easiest way to do it is literally just do that. Exactly. I kind of had to. Like, I want my dupes to actually stay here for a little while, so that way we can actually we can look for the water source. Apparently there is one. There's a chlorine gas vent, which means I can actually get squeaky puffs here. We have multiple oil reserves, and we have a cool steam vent, according to the star map. Problem. I have no idea where it is. We got very unlucky, and I'm assuming it's either in the bottom right-hand corner or the bottom left-hand corner. I have no idea. Right now we're just kind of poking our way through. I am going to cancel all of that digging, at least for now. I think it's safe to let the dupes back in. Yep, everybody's got their suits full. Good. Good, good, good. Well, as full as they're needed to be. Build that first. That one first. Put a tile here, scoot the crude oil that way, and then put that one in. Also, really should just reset this not to be wet. 327. That is perfectly fine for the melting point, but I'd rather not have it be that low. Just in case. It should never hit that temperature, but I'd rather not. Out of an abundance of caution. Okay, I want that one built. Scoot it that way, and then I build this. And this will form a semi-liquid lock. Go the rest of the way afterwards. Okay, build that. I need that because I'm going to go up top. There we go. Oh, come on. It overflowed and then didn't actually form a little blob. Ah, damn it. Oh well. That is fine. Someone expected it. There we go. Oh, this is an actual liquid lock because of this one tile, but still, I'd rather have the whole thing filled anyway. I'll probably end up, once I clean out the whole thing, making a basin down here and then pumping the crude oil out. That way I can just clean out this whole thing, let the crude oil go straight down, and not have to worry about it. Oh, actually, it will flow this way, down and over, down and over. Okay, yeah. Ooh, ethanol. Wise, I think that's not bad, but I only need a tidying building suit wearer. Too many interests, nothing focused. Dirt wouldn't be terrible, but I think ethanol would be a better option. You gotta be careful about the temperatures, but I don't think we'll be hitting 70 degrees, so I think we should be fine. My cooling solution box will be over here. This one will be for the cooling of the base, and then this one will be for the fridge, which will be down here. Actually, it should be here. Yes. Kitchen, Great Hall. I'll probably expand this to 6 duplicants, because this will probably require multiple duplicant trips. I don't know how many duplicates I'll actually keep here. I mean, we can make a petroleum boiler, no problem. We've got a standard volcano here, under volcano here. I'll probably restructure this base to be living quarters over here, and then pump all of the crude oil down here because, well, we have a lot of reservoirs. Problem, we have only one source of water, which means I can't really funnel that much resource. I can produce a lot of polluted water, though, because obviously natural gas and also petroleum. Yeah. I'll be producing enough that I think I can run the whole system on itself. It's just a lot to work with. This is a good thing. Breeze. Down. Might be one of the few times where I actually need to build a fire pole. Just to get the dupes down here quicker while being in suits. Yeah, screw it. It's very rare for me to build one of these, but I don't have the plastic, so I don't really want to build a transit tube all the way down yet. Because we'll get there. This is enough to easily start making a crap load of plastic if I actually want to. But on the other hand, yeah, eventually I'll just make this the route. Just remove this fire pole and just stick in a transit tube. Obviously, once we've cleaned out the whole entire planet. And also avoided most of these extremely nasty temperature ranges. Because, yeah, that's 1,500. It's hot. It's really hot. Put that. Oops, please wrangle the Drecos. I have a chance. Great. Make sure they're all over the place right now. Also, I'm pretty sure we do have an astronomy dupe right now. We do. Photo? Why are you not allowed in here? No, you are. What? Like the game's like, you can't grill anything, because it requires grilling. Vern has the ability to grill. Protopolly has the ability of a lot of other things. Including astronomy. Why are you not running the telescope? Are you limited right now? Ah. Why? Maybe I'll get him going? Maybe. So you have low morale. Yeah, you're holding on. That's what matters. I know, radiation. Yes, yes. Eventually we'll add a plastic layer, you'll be fine. I will very shortly need to build a Draco farm. At least a hydrogen chamber for them. I'll probably just make it over here. Makes more sense to do so. I would like to actually space this out proper. No. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I really put the materials back. Yes, Draco farm here over. This will be the main spine eventually. This is my probing spine. I'll just rip this up and replace it later. I know you have which one's like one. I don't. Oh, that's fine. I was like, where? Which planet? Which one's hit the point? Oh, we hit liquid overpressure. Yeah, Warrington's fine. If I see that reaching like 200, I'll just vent it to space, no problem. Okay, good. How much water we got? 683 kilograms worth. Not much. Max that one out. I need to find this water source as quickly as possible. Anything else that needs minor tweaking? Oh, besides the pips. Eventually I need to actually automate this whole thing for them. Still don't think I'm going to leave the pips in this room. I think I'm going to scoot them over. Or possibly scoot them into here, move the living quarters, as I said earlier yesterday. Might make this entire cube just a living quarters, and everyone who leaves goes in suit. Definitely. I'll have to send all the copper back to the Flopalin. Butalin and Flopalin. Dig, dupes, dig! I need to find water. You guys are not going to be here much longer. We will be evacuating. Granite. Ooh, mined iron. That's actually really good. Means that there's yet another Barrens biome I can get access to a lot of resources. Oh, other than the in mass amounts of diamond everywhere. Water. Dupe. To the bathroom with you. Go. Nope. Bathroom. Ow. Come on, bud. There you go. They're going there. And we are ejecting that polluted water into space rather than the dupes actually running regular water. Wish they would use this one instead. Like, please piss in the one that regenerates water, not the one in the ship. For now. Freshness. Please disable the wall toilet. Yep. Oh, I will force them to use the other one. not need obsidian for this. We'll need... We can do that. Hey, Zorbert. Welcome back, by the way. Definitely going to want a shearing station in here. Prepared, so that way we don't have to worry about it. And I'll need to flood this place with hydrogen and shove all the Dracos. You need to build a breeding chamber for them, but I think this will be fine for wild Dracos for a little bit. Build diagonally. I'll probably just take this hydrogen and just shove it over here. Yeah, up and around, and we'll be good. Go, run up. Rock. There we go. If I need to, I can always just extend it that way. It won't be 96 for room, but it will at least reach about 60, 62, 63 tiles. I know, radiation. Literally nothing I can do to help with that, dude. Anyway. A little bit of plastic, I guess I can shove. Or this will be my only solution to help. Just reduce the amount of radiation currently beaming into the entire base. Touches, Robert. I don't know if we'll be doing an early stream on Friday because I do need to. There will be a thing I need to be taking care of. That'll be later in the day, and I have no idea if we'll need to do an early stream. So I may be doing an afternoon stream until like dinner, my normal time frame. We will see. So just a heads up on that one. Friday is a we will see what the hell happens. I have no idea. Oh, at this point, I have no idea. I don't want to remove that material either. That'll reduce my radiation shielding half. Thank goodness plastic is such a good insulator from radiation. And we'll take about 50 instead of, what, 200? Definitely get the truck little box running. What? Let's go. Gas-wise, I think we're doing okay in the base. Yes. Fill this side off. We prepare to take care of this orchid. How's our food situation? 74%. For now, we're okay. Not great, but we're okay. Water is looking pretty bleak. Place looks just fine. Good. You can deliver though. Up to your job. There. Something happened on the rocket? Oh god. 4,000 kilograms. What? How did you overpressure? I assume it was fluctuating CO2 on top of gas vent. Yep, like that. Huh. Oh well. I mean, it's not really a big deal, to be honest. Really. Up tier jumps don't really bother me. It's the soiled seeds first. All sealed in. Higher priority wrangling on those two. And we need to ship all the excess water that we have currently to the payload. The more water we get into the payload opener, the longer we last. Well, the longer I don't have to send my dudes back. I really bad. A cooling solution out here. The conveyor loader and auto sweeper for all the canisters that are coming down. I know this is power. 5. Could just sub the connection here. Thing rolling. Don't worry about it. Priority time. I still gotta keep going down. How much iron we got here? 17.1 tons. I need to fill that canister. Oh, I go down. Construction-wise, that done. Stuff can wait. Angle that one, please. Get those guys out of there. Put them in the middle. 7. That one, and that should take care of those problems. Guys, 100. Okay. Okay, now is the time to move him in. That was the other thing I've been watching very closely. Okay, probably you're heading back to the rocket. Throw some food and take care of yourself. What have we got? 888.8. More yet. Start map. Nothing's shot off yet. Save on that. Oh. Did he finally do it? Hey, Protopoli did the thing. Downside. He's getting popped eardrums like a crazy person. Tripola. Yes! It's within range! Oh, thank goodness. I was expecting it to be like over here and ruin my day. Gold volcano, cobalt, and a copper volcano. Oh, dear God. Natural gas geyser, too. That'll be, what? 4 to 5 natural gas generators on average. Hydrogen vent. That'll require some tweaking, but we can do it. Cobalt volcano will be really nice. If there's multiple, that'll be amazing. Gold would be beautiful right about now. I would love to plate my entire planet gold. Copper volcano. I am never a fan of this thing. It's great for cabling. The heat, on the other hand, is the worst thing you will ever have to worry about. Absolutely sucks. Dropped him off. Clear. Dirt. And the 378 tons. Get wise. Allergies. Never again. I will never take an allergic dupe. I refuse. People are digging iron. I need to like quadruple my dirt production. I want to handle this many stage hatchlings. Seriously, there's so many of them. Up and through it. I also need to move this conveyor loader off that line at some point in the future. Allergies is one of the worst duplicants I've ever worked with. We ended up taking one because I promised chat that I would take a radiation eater, and we actually got a radiation eater that was extremely good. Well, the only downside, obviously, was that it was, well, they turned out to be a allergic dupe. Oh my God, they could not do anything in my bases. They would walk, it wasn't even 5 seconds. They would get 3 tiles, and then they would sneeze. And then they would get 3 tiles, and then they would sneeze. And then 3 tiles, and then sneeze. And it was just constant. It was horrible. And I felt so bad for my dupe. I was like, oh my God. No, never again. I'm never taking one of those dupes ever again. I refuse. Yeah, I refuse. I will never take one of those dupes ever again. It's just, it's not worth it. I feel terrible taking them because I know that they're just doomed. like their existence is pain. Yeah, I was giving them allergy pills, but I just could not get enough allergy pills crafted up because I just couldn't get enough bristle blossom seeds. Because none of my planets really started with bristle blossoms. We had 3 to work with. I actually turned the entire water planet into bristle blossom farm. Like the entire water planet was purely to make bristle blossom seeds. And excess food for Experiment 52B before they nerfed it. Like originally Experiment 52B was the worst thing I think that they ever added to this game for a long time until they fixed it with the patch after the release patch. Because this stupid thing would take 25,000 kilocalories per time. Like every time it would eat, it was 25,000 kilocalories. At one point, it was actually 250,000 calories in one of the experimentals, which was horrible. And then they finally, after release, they nerfed the living crap out of it. Well, the consumption rate, and then like the amount of resin produced is the same, but the amount of kilocalories consumed is was kicked down to only 1,000 kilocalories from 25,000. So originally, I used to purely dictate like 2 planets to food production, and then ship it off to Experiment 52B. Once they fully released the game, then they finally nerfed down the consumption rate and just kept the 5 kilos worth of resin, which was just, oh, thank you, devs, because seriously, screw that plant. That thing is just evil. Like, now it's much less evil. Now it's reasonable. Before that, oh my god, I hated that thing. I am so glad that it is not as bad as it. Okay, bud. Put the suit in. I'll enable that. I think you're still going to be in here for a little bit longer. There you go. Well, I know what planet we're going to next. I was planning to going to Rudabo, because I put a rover down already. There's plenty of rust and other stuff. There's also a coal slash geyser which already froze itself out of existence. But, yeah, this was all rover built. But now we actually know where our renewable resources and metals are. Means, new priority target. Everything else prepared. Oops, please bring me that suit. I don't. No. They're doing okay. A little irradiated though. Just a wee bit. Sweep that. My priority. 71%. We're holding out on food. So much. Bring me the worn suit. We definitely need to keep the suits rolling. Medwise. Okay, good. Auto wrangle. I priority list on that. I'll definitely have to expand it this way if I want to actually just pack in hundreds of these guys. think what I'm going to do is let's drop off point. I think we'll build a breeding area for the Drekos. Be here? Yeah, I could do 2 Dreco pens. Like, there. And there. And we can just ship in any of the excess eggs. This little box. Fill the whole thing. Hydrogen. Be a bomb lily. Eh. Don't really care that much. I do need to eventually vent this space. Our water situation. 522. Okay, cool. Roto's almost got all of this locked out. Nope, Roto down. I repeat, Roto down. Man down. He exhausted himself. Oh well. That's fine. We'll just use crude oil as well. Sleep. Poly is stamina. Guess I just went for research. Fine by me. I'll build when you're done, bud. Very nice. Random barbecue. I will take it. Okay, with the automation, we are kind of putting a pressure point. I think we're okay. At least during the day, we've got enough power. Just don't have enough batteries built yet. Shipping wise, for sure we'll definitely have to set up a breeding pen and then just pump all of them in there. the insulation. And it's 44 degrees. That's not a good sign. Might be a good sign that there might be the steam vent down there. But down there's the body. Give it. That up. Burn. Knew it. Yes. Feeling you were going to be stupid. Come on. The rocket. Rider's gotta go take a dump. Gotta poop out all the rads. There you go. Yeah, I'll have to vent most of this space. No, the hydrogen has power. Becca's going for an exploring. Claim the other one as well. Right. Okay, good. That built. And up. Oh, I go down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an airflow tile right here. Once I've sealed this in, I'll just vent all of this space. So we can get rid of the chlorine in here. Save the chlorine down here for an actual chlorine box like below this. 61 tiles. I need to high priority these. All this crude oil, shove it over here. This is fully sealed, vent everything to space, and then I pump hydrogen directly. That should be able to handle it. I know. Got a full bladder. Brock, get to the bathroom. Full bladder, go. No soiling your suit. That's so much more work to deal with. Watching the dupes at this point. Weather's getting more stable. Obviously, we don't have any source of food there. Bit of a shame. Oh, Hale is actually cooking. Game is up to 9. Eventually, Q will be moved to another planet. Definitely. Getting their butts off doing that. 14, good. 13. Hydrogen-wise, we're doing an okay job now. Reconnect that. Check values. 7. Very assuredly, we're getting our eggs back. Well, God. Who is it? God damn it. That looks extremely inhospitable. There's 400 kilograms of obsidian. A morb! Yay! First morb that I didn't have to spawn in myself by making my ruin a couple bathrooms. Sadly, we still don't have puffs, so I can't really utilize them. Not yet, anyway. I've seen one, though. That's for sure. Temperature-wise, though, 31 degrees down here. Not great. No idea where the water could be. I assume it could be over here. 3 morbs out across satellite the other day. I can't find it. To murder those tiny little alien creatures. They're extremely useful, but they have a really giant caveat. I haven't dug this out yet, because if I do, all the morbs would die. The alien-looking satellite has morbs in it, always. The one that's got the purple glow. But, A, they can't survive in water. B, you have to play the game at normal speed if you want to. The biggest kind of fuck you that we still haven't fixed is morbs don't actually have a recommended, like, they don't actually list how much polluted oxygen that they release, because the thing is that the morbs themselves release around, I believe it was 2.3 kilograms a cycle worth of polluted oxygen. The downside, they don't do this at triple speed for some reason. The Morb AI, when releasing gas, is stunted if you play on anything other than slow speed, aka normal speed, for no real reason. I don't know why. They never fixed it. It's been an issue for a long time. I have no idea why. So if you are running with a bunch of morbs and you are utilizing them for, say, puffs, on average, whenever you're looking, especially in the DLC, you're looking at your morb planet, wherever you have them, make sure that you're running it at normal speed. When you change off of it, like say I was going to jump over here and look at my other planet, you can go back up to normal speed because the game will cache what your morbs are doing at normal speed. So they'll keep producing polluted oxygen. The second you look back at them, if you're running at triple speed, they will stop doing it. And if I remember right, they only function at like 1/8 of what they normally do on normal speed. Like it's barely like 300. Like, yeah. If I remember right, it's barely 300 kilograms of polluted oxygen. Sorry, 300 grams. That is actually kind of a fun goal. I personally really adore having a lot of morbs. You can only have 15 in a room unless you technically glitch it. Because the morbs will stop spawning after a certain point. But other than that, yeah. Like a full little, like, 1 tile high room. Like say if I had Talon, if I wanted to. I think I've got a morb down here now. I could take the little guy, put him in a 1 tile high, like, cube. Yeah. Drop him in, like, here. And then put a bunch of puffs above this. Put the puff ranch on top of it. Your morbs would just run around down here the entire time. And they would be producing enough polluted oxygen to easily handle an entire 96. Yeah. They would be able to fill this entire thing no problem. And just allow for the 7 to 9 puffs if you wanted. If you get 15 morbs, that is. So, if I remember correctly, the calculation was a full line of them can easily handle that many puffs. Yeah. I actually really like morbs. weirdly enough. Nope. Fleeing? Who's fleeing? Saw the warning. Who was dumb enough to... No, they're not active. What? What? I got a fleeing notification. Nobody's near a poke shop. And they're also not mapped. Okay, who got hurt? The bee? Ah, it was a bee. Okay. Dev is currently bugged. So, sure. You're not allowed it anymore. At least for today. So right now there is a bug when working with the bees. When you save and reload the game, one of your duplicates is probably going to become the target. And even if they have a suit on, they come in here and they get stung by a bee, immediately send them back out, mark them down, and don't let them back in the room. Because the suit will not protect them. Because the game, for some reason on save and load, will randomly select a duplicate that the bees will hate. And they do not care if they're in a suit. They do not care if they're in a lead suit. They just want to kill that suit. So do not let them in that room. Under any circumstance. And obviously it changes every single time that you save and load the game. Sometimes you will never see it during a save and load period. Because your dupe that is marked to be screwed over by the bees never enters the room. Because they're not designed to do that. I've had my cook a couple times be targeted when I had them running through the area before, and it was just like, oh joy. Yes, with late game performance, I'm trying to move away from ranching too many critters, but it's hard because I love critters. I mean, the only thing I ever ranch, like long term, is squeaky puffs and shovels. Specifically for performance reasons, because the shovels barely take up any performance whatsoever. And also the squeaky puffs, they don't move. Like, they'll float, like, they can fly, puffs can fly, but their overall game performance is tiny because they barely move. The only time that they will move is if they need to get more food. They're the laziest creatures in the game, and they barely affect anything, which is really nice. I also keep, like, pip branches around, but I keep them as, like, large-scale sanctuaries. And to be honest, the pips barely impact game performance. Like when you've got them at least confined. When they can't plant seeds, they barely take up any performance. Also, we're definitely going to take. But yes, I avoid Paku like the plague now because, yeah, I can't stand Paku. Not because of like, I love them when I get them early, and then I put them in a little tiny cube. And then they stay there for the rest of eternity. Because, man oh man, do not allow Paku to go anywhere near your large scale water tanks, or never ever allow a Paku to accidentally end up on your water planet. God help you if you have that happen. Oh man, that is the worst. The only reason I can do this is like this. This Dreco can go everywhere in where the white line shows. But his calculation will only make him move 3 tiles. Every 10 seconds or something? I forget exactly how many. It's not many. Slicksters end up being more taxing because they move more often than Drecos. Even though these guys have more pathfinding to work with, they just move less. So you get less calculation. I've had a couple instances where there was Paku that was respawned in the water world, which the second I unlocked the water world, the frame rate went to 6. Because congratulations, if you end up getting a Paku that's in the water world, every single water tile will be calculatable as a pathfinding route. Problem, Pakus are extremely mobile, meaning that they will constantly try to repathfind, which makes them absolutely annoying to work with. Like, the bees. They can fly literally everywhere. And they're really, really fidgety, but they stay within a little V shape. So their calculation, not really that big of a deal. See? Now he's hovering again. Not really doing it. Waiting. And there he goes. But yeah. Think of it as like a Paku, but the Paku does this 3 times as much. And also, if it lands in the water world, it has 10 times the space. And every single route needs to be calculated. But I don't mind bees. Mind you, bees are pretty nasty on the performance stuff, for sure. But thankfully, you can kind of just keep them quarantined. Whereas Paku, as I said, if it lands in your water world, well, you're doomed. You need to get a dupe up there, ladder its way up to the Paku in question, and eradicate it immediately. Otherwise, yeah, your frame rate and everything else is gonna go toilet. It sucks, but that's the way the game. It's definitely not a fun experience when it happens. That's for sure. There might be something down here. That's also the biggest copper vein I think I've seen in a while, and I would really like to get my hands on that. That is a huge cube. A world? Okay. Sure. You get all this refined iron. So much refined iron I can make into steel. I want it all. All packed into the rocket. Those are food situations, 67%. Still holding on. Okay, cool. Now, we'll just vent this thing into a vacuum, reseal this little chamber here, and once all that's done, relink it back up, send a bunch of hydrogen in, and we'll be good to go. Pre-planning my cooling loop here. Wrong way. No. There we go. Base cooling loop. Let's put ethanol into that. Bigger issue is that we make steel here or ship it in. Done that. We'll be good on that one. And I'll also need to build a second right here for the fridge. Food wise, I still think we might just have to go with a Draco-based farm. I really don't think this needs problems. Yes. Original real issue. This will be purely for meat as well as reed fiber. Both of those will be brought back. Yeah, that should be fine. Minor damage for this. It's all plugged in anyway. My dude's heavily focused this. Oh, you don't have to come back in here anymore. Do the thing. So nice that we ran into this already. Even got swampy in it. And marsh, which means that once I put a rover on it, we can actually utilize it. That's it. Oh, if this has enough range. Yep. We'll have to definitely steam turbine our way over there. Run copper again. Power negative, so we do lose energy out of it, but about that. Carter, how you doing? Doing pretty good, actually. See what that is after he completes the next tile. I might also end up taking the steam turbine rocket and landing out over here. Just get like an actual landing pad here, and then take off immediately afterwards. That'll be for later. But we might be able to use that to eject some of the lava into space. If we don't want to use the igneous rock that it's created. Kinda do, but on the other hand, I'm faster just to eject it straight into space. Kinda 50-50. Burn, please go make some barbecue. Go make beans and stuff. That's pretty good for not really having any skills in it to start with. I did have him just spamming meals over here into the Palin. We'll try to, yeah, might as well try to get cactus digging EXP while working on other things simultaneously. Ew. They did the thing. Finally did the thing. They finally ate all the extra uranium. Yay! I can actually put my ladders up here and start shipping. Fleeing. Fleeing. Oh no. Manager's also being targeted. God damn it. Not both of you too. That's stabbed. One of the betas went for him. There you go. You're out of water there. Water tank is kilograms. What's done being vented to space? Nice. Make a hydrogen box, shove all the directors in it. I don't have to think about it. Biome. Oh, it's tritium. I think we're at the bottom. Seriously, biome. That should work. High priority, all of that. I get the ball rolling somehow. Come on, Spoon. Get it all built. Pretty sure Proto already delivered to large sections of the stuff. Hey, Proto. The group has been doing a pretty good job. Up to 12 is athletics, 10 excavation, strength 2, creativity. Yeah, I did it a while ago when you were actually here. Remember? No. I think you forgot. It's okay. Yep. You were literally here while I was picking them out. Balloon artist, vomiter, interior decorator, pacifist, rocketry, high rocketry interest, 9 in piloting by default. I made my stream explode. Oh boy. I can see it. Nice. Come on, dupes, finish the automation. Need the connection points. Dang, nice. Full bladder. Growing priorities now. There you go. Immediate bathroom burn. Immediate bathroom. Nice. Yeah, if only Twitch supported it. Then again, I don't know any streaming service that technically supports live 4K. support. Good. And oh, we're in yellow for a second. Oh, that was on Twitch's end. I think we're good now. And back to green. First little hitch all night. I mean, we've been going for 6 hours already, so in total. That's pretty good. I used to stream always at 720 way back until 1080 was supported. And again, I always stream Maple Story, so back then we were still running on like a 4x3, 4x3 360p, and eventually 720, and then it went up from there. That was a long time ago. Thank goodness thank goodness technology has evolved beyond that point. Okay, let's check it again. 54%. Yep, that's fair. I don't think I see any real performance hit by going from 720 to 1080. If I tried to do anything higher, obviously Twitch can't really support it, so it kind of just goes kaboom. Either that or the bitrate just becomes so unstable that it's not worth using. Ah. I wish Frontier didn't completely screw over that. Like, seriously. Especially seeing it's just like, cool, yeah, let's go into VR in Odyssey. Oh wait, what do you mean you don't support VR anymore? What? Oh, nice. I used to stream Elite Dangerous from time to time. I would always do what was it, Midnight Exploration run. I think I still have my name on a couple of the planetoids straight down. If you go all the way down to the very bottom, last patch added VR back finally. Oh, thank goodness. The devs were so freaking nitpicky about it because they were like, well, we don't want to support it anymore. And then they were like, well, we do want to support it because there's so much outcry. And then there was a bunch of more stuff said on live streams by the general manager stuff that was just like super wishy-washy. Yeah, it was completely broken because they disabled it. They on purposely disabled it and didn't care for a long time. The only reason they did anything was because people were getting pissed off because it's like the whole point of VR of Elite was to play it in VR. It's like, ah yes, I'm totally going to go explore the Milky Way galaxy, not in my VR headset, in all of this absolute abject beauty. And then obviously they screwed over the actual map generation and a bunch of other things that all went horribly, horribly wrong. Oh my god. The laundry list of stuff that happened with Odyssey is ridiculous. Yeah. I know that they're adding more aliens. The problem is that they ended up making the same map. They did the thing where you take your map generation seed and then you make it so that way the AI doesn't change the number. So every single map for pretty much, I would say about 4 months was the exact same. So if you were flying into any planetoid that was an ice planet, you would get the same ice map technically generated every time, which is terrible when you realize that those maps are now locked. So once they're discovered by a player, the map seed is locked. Even if that player doesn't come back to habitable space to turn in those maps. And what happens is that planet can't change until Frontier does another map update and wipes the planets again. Which sucks, because that means that there's now 4 months of the same planet that was rediscovered because they reset the planets originally for Odyssey, for first person, and all of them are now going to be crap forever until the next large update. And it's like, cool, yeah, you can fix the future ones, but all the ones that have been rediscovered because you reset the entire galactic map is screwed. Well, that's good, but I hope that doesn't mean 2 years from now. But yeah, that was actually the biggest thing that pissed me off, is because I do exploration. Like, I enjoy Elite Dangerous Force exploration, but I stopped really caring because the devs stopped caring about the game completely. Like, they practically just abandoned it at this point. And then Odyssey comes along, and I get into the actual alpha test because, again, I originally got the game way back, like way back, before it even went to other stuff. Well, hopefully. I doubt it. I'm not gonna lie, I fucking doubt that. And that's only because I've been playing Elite since the original, like, alpha test. I paid, what was it? It was £16, 13 pence before they went on Kickstarter, and that was like way the fuck back. And that ended up getting me the entire, like, Founders, the early Founders packs, and the permanent upgrade. Was it permanent upgrade account? I forget what it's called exactly. It's where they give you all the upgrades for free, for life. And the thing is that that's been nice. I got it stupid cheap because I ended up finding Elite before it actually went live with its actual Kickstarter. And they were perfectly fine with that. There was actually quite a few people that had bought into it, you know, it had Braben in it. So I was like, okay, cool. This will actually probably be good. And then Horizons happened. Kind of a disappointment, kind of good things. And they just kept going, and they didn't come back and fix problems. It only got worse from there. And then Odyssey dropped. I jumped in, and trust me, I had a giant laundry list of issues. But man, I don't fucking trust anything from Frontier anymore. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't fucking trust Frontier. And not after everything that I've been through with them. We as a community have been through with them. Like, there is no trust anymore. They burned those bridges long ago. Alright, let's call in those. Not mine to Jurassic. Of course they are. I mean, every single sign of Elite Dangerous was that the last year and a half, they have been trying to kill the game actively so that way they can stop spending money on it. Like that has been the abject failure of the developers, and it's been so openly obvious, it's sad. Because, again, I don't know what team is even left on Elite. They've taken everyone and put them on the Jurassic World game instead. They literally have said this. Like, the skeleton crew of Elite Dangerous has been in maintenance mode for 3 years. And the thing is that the remaining team members, I don't even know half of them. Because all of them, all the original actual, like, the talent drain has all been scooted over to other projects. Is they ended up getting licensing for the Jurassic World games, they ended up getting Planet Zoo, and if I remember, Planet Zoo took almost 200 employees off the project for Elite, and just were like, well, guess what? Now you're gonna work on Project Zoo, and it's like, okay, so who's left? There's like 28 developers who are actively trying to do anything for Elite, and then everything has been an abject failure in development, and then they constantly keep doing really, really dumb ideas and really dumb mistakes that are just so blatantly stupid that it's like, why? Why would you do that? Like, why would you come out on live stream and go, nobody was asking us for ship interiors? Who does that? I was in the live stream when that happened, and every single motherfucker here on the planet just kind of sat there with their jaw on the floor, was like, how do you fuck this up this badly? It's on the forums. Everything's recorded. Everyone can see that everyone wanted space legs with ship interiors. You modeled ship interiors 4 years ago. The Anaconda has a fully modeled interior. It's in the game files. It's there. Even the Cobra has it, and a couple of the other ones too. And it's like, what? And then they kept doubling down on it, like nobody was asking for this. And it's like, everyone was. You even built it. Like, it exists. You just never turned it on. And it's like, why? Like, why would you just... Why? I don't understand. It's like, how can you be this dumb? It's like, originally I thought it was just like corporate speak, but then it's just not. Like, they legitimately, as a development team, thought no one was asking for it. And eventually they had to backpedal like 3 months later, but it's like... like, it's just right over their heads. Just whoosh. And I'm like, there is no trust with Frontier. That's all I'm going to say on my part. There is none. I know many in the community that have completely abandoned Elite because there's better options out there besides for VR. But then obviously they killed VR with Odyssey and then tried to retroactively damage it for Horizons. So if they're actually bringing it back proper, that's a good thing. You're about 6 months too late, and you almost killed your entire, like, the whole shtick of Elite was to go for VR. Like, if you could get VR, you go to Elite with VR, because it is amazing. I will 100% say this. Elite in VR, when it works, and the developers have not disabled it, it's fantastic. Obviously, it hasn't been working this entire time. And as far as I know, I haven't jumped in with VR. Everyone I know who was originally playing it is not playing it because there was no VR support. So if it is working, that's good news. I doubt anyone's going to come back to other than to just be like, if you get a VR headset, play this for like 5 minutes, fly around in space, enjoy yourself, and then leave. Or something along those lines. It's really the only thing I can think of. Oh, thank goodness. Because to be honest, that should have been their #1 priority to begin with Odyssey, because they added space legs. The second priority should have been to actually design a first-person shooter that doesn't suck. Because again, I'm not gonna lie, even that was the most, like, that was extremely botched. Like, there's so many decisions in Odyssey that just hurt. Like, oh, thank goodness Chris Roberts literally laid a fire under their ass. But Jesus, man, the fact that it took that, they should have been doing that by default. It's just annoying. It's sad, is what it is. You had this really good project. It was actually good. And then, oof. That's hilarious. Oh god, that's funny. That's so fucking funny. Yep, that's funny. I approve. I'm pretty sure Chris is probably pissed off about it too. It's because he's actually making a product that isn't going to shaft you 30 years from now when they make another reboot of the said project and then immediately try to just money grab it and immediately fucking reverse course on you every 5 minutes. Seriously, that's what happened with Elite. I know it's his competition, but it's just like I could see Chris getting pissed off at fucking Frontier for fucking up their game. Because I mean, the majority, I mean, most of the people that I know that play Space Sims, including Star Citizen, have played the original Elite. And I'm pretty sure Chris Roberts has played the original. So the fact that Frontier Development has done Elite as a franchise this dirty, I could see it. Yeah, exactly. I could easily see it. Like, hands down. Like, you don't do a franchise as storied and with such a good franchise, such as Elite. Yeah, exactly. But you don't ruin a franchise like Elite and get away with it without your competition just crapping all over. Especially if your competition enjoyed the franchise before. If I remember right, there was also who was it? Oh yeah, Wargaming did the same thing. There was a Wargaming CEO had like an actual favorite franchise that was about to become abandonware, and he ended up buying up the entire IP just because he's like, I played these games as a kid. These are mine. I'm not gonna let someone do them dirty by just turning them into abandonware. Fuck that. And he ended up buying up the entire IP rights. And I forget the exact game it was. The game that they ended up making was actually not that bad. But it was just kind of funny because it's like, it was the only reason he did it was because it's just like, I loved this franchise. Screw you. Freaking. I think it was Acclam, or sorry, Acclami. Forget what the publisher's name was. It's the AMI one, I think. I have to go look at the exact one, but that's happened before, and it's just hilarious to me because it's like, well, how do you save a franchise? Well, you make enough money to end up actually being able to buy that franchise later when the original publisher is about to go bankrupt. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, it was nice. Yes. Yes. Okay, we have reached the bottom. And I can say for certain we have our first neural vacillator, which is really good news. Bad news, we still have yet to find the water source. I think we're gonna have to go to the right. I think it's safe to go over here. At least from that angle. Let me measure some stuff out. Exactly. Exactly. Like 100%. What the hell, Frontier? Or... Sure, got all my measurements right here. This base. Okay. full. There we go. Exactly. I completely agree with that. That's going to be a water problem. That's also going to fall, but we're going to strip mine that way. Yep. Turn. And can you reach that or not? You cannot. Disable that for a second. Oh, burn. See over there. Once it's filled, we'll be good to go. Oh yeah. And personally, I'd be streaming my Star Citizen from time to time, but I definitely need to run a second PC for it. My render PC is doing other stuff right now anyway, so the only reason that I don't stream Star Citizen when I do play it. Like, it runs perfectly fine on my machine. The second I turn on the stream, everything goes to crap. Because, well, it's unoptimized right now, so kind of expected. Or my poor machine literally is like, oh yeah, everything's fine, and we're actually getting a nice solid, like, 63 FPS in Star Citizen. Turns on stream, 8 FPS. Everything is going to crap. The entire system just dies on me. Yep, I cannot pull that. I do not have that kind of power. Oh. I'm gonna remove this one. Got another arbor acorn seed, so that's good. Yeah, my poor PC cannot do that. I can play it by itself, but I cannot stream it. Doing. Okay, we're done with reed fiber. Need to do clothing suits. Yep. It's too close. I'm trying to get this to vent into space before I seal it off and start just shoving only hydrogen in here. Soon. Soon we'll get it. Oh yeah. Sadly, I do not have that capacity. Also, my two 1080 Ti's SLI support has kind of been up in the air on different things. Hey Lex, welcome back by the way. Currently pre-planning for strip mining. So that should be reachable. Okay, yeah, that is. Okay, I was about to say, you mean unreachable? clean that out. All of the infrastructure built. There. We're approaching the threshold where I'm going to be ejecting back here soon. Not quite there yet. We're getting there. Definitely need to cut across here for sure. I need to find that water source. I'm looking for anything that's like 90 degrees right now. It should be. We're at cycle 450. If it's open, it should have been heating up the area to a pretty balmy degree. Probably like 75 to 90. That is if it's open. Not open, then I have no idea where it is. I'm gonna get a bunch of refined iron from this too. Ow. Iron? Don't stand on something you're about to get thrown off of. Oh, we have more about. Uh-oh. Germs. Germ check. Nope. No surface germs so far. Definitely another oil biome in there. With a 360. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Refined iron. Delicious. Thankfully, you can't eat that. Oil biome is huge, by the way. The giant vertical oil biome. What I was gonna say. Serious overkill. I feel bad that Bird's my only digger right now. My only heavy duty digger. The other dudes can dig, but not to that extent. That's now automated. That's 11 grams of CO2. We're getting there. And yep. Hmm. 30 degrees. You know what? That's actually safe to put in the rocket. Dump both of those out. And I need refined metals. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how much water we have? 551. There we go. Not lagging now. Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, technically speaking, the only thing you had to deal with was ping, which that is now mostly fixed. Yeah, I can use both. Yep. Now, oxygen not included, on the other hand, really wouldn't benefit that. Because it's 99.9% is just going to be other stuff. Oh, I should say it's mostly CPU usage on this one. Yep. Like the machine that Proto uses is so much overkill for like oxygen not included. It's not funny, but for like Star Citizen, it's perfectly fine. Or even just rendering, like rendering as a whole, it's just like yep. Something that would take me about like 4 hours to render probably takes him like 3 minutes. Yeah. Over one suit. Don't worry about swapping them. Oh, there's this working. Fuck. It came into render range. Of course. I do a germ check. It's not there. I move the curtain back a little bit, pops into existence, and immediately it bursts. Fuck. Yep, zombie spores. The worst kind. I had hoped that there wasn't one here. Oh, that's a concern. We'll dig to here and hope there isn't one in, or there isn't one in the path that we're currently digging. That's all I can hope for. That's frustrating. It's only gonna get worse. 24,000. Pain. God damn you, zombie spores. God damn. Well, this is why we do germ checks. And we hope that there's going... I'm just gonna hope that there's a slickster that gets spawned into this room as we keep going this way. Is then that he'll just vacuum the thing out and then I can come in and delete it. I also like how there's a long-haired slickster stuck in the wall. I have no idea how he happened to do that. But yes, there's a long-haired slickster stuck in abyssalite. He's confined right now. I don't understand how that's a thing. I don't understand how any of that's a thing. But, yeah. I got your photo. What did you get? I got nothing. I think he just spawned in it. The game thought it was a safe spawn zone, thus it just put him there. That's my best guess. Besides that, I literally got nothing. For me, that's a future problem, exactly. I am in the same. Ah, gotcha. Yes! Elixir did appear in here. Haha. Should not included is so weird how that works. Like, this area is open. I should be seeing Slicksters moving around. Orchid should be in there. Not so much. They don't technically exist until you actually meet them. Whew. 59 degrees. Uh-oh. I think we're leaking temperature. Yes. Okay. Not good news, but it's not terrible. Germs. There. Not just like 79. Ah, yep. Food here. 10%. When we hit 50%, that's when I'll queue up the leaving protocols and get the heck out of here. Restock on everything food-wise on the rocket, refill the steam engine, and then come right back. I also need to land on platform 155, or sorry, 511, and not on 180. Oh, thanks. Thank you very much for gifting Proto a gift sub. Seriously, thank you. Come on, Vern. Think faster. 1800X would be quite good. Any germs in this room? No, none detected yet. I'll have to get closer before I can run away. Optimal. Ah, gotcha. Yep. Nope. Alright, go get food. Kind of letting my dupes do whatever they need to do at this point. Oop. What do we get? Rocketry 11, but their bottomless stomach. Night owl. A meat with tidying, buff, loud sleeper. Or another rocketry with germ resistant, irritable. Unzi's the only one that would be kind of worth it. I already have 2 rocket pilots. Technically 3. Abe is 11 rocketing though, but bottomless stomach is not conducive to rocket launches. I think we're gonna take the iron. Take it back at the base. I will always accept. Oh. Not burning enough power again. God dang it, game. I'm either not burning enough power or I'm burning too much power. Nothing in between. Right. I don't. Are you AFK? Oh, you're having popped ears. Okay, that makes sense. Got it, got it. Having a bad time. That's fine. We're at milligrams on the CHP department. Once this is a vacuum, I'll seal it off, fill it with hydrogen, and then we don't need to worry about it. This is completely sealed. Yes. I completely agree with that. Actually, I think I can do up and over and use this vacuum to get in here and delete this sport kit. Yeah, exactly. I normally don't recommend anyone ever like mix and match components to the best of your abilities. Like if that's all you got, then that's all you got. But if you can help it, try to keep things as uniform as you can. Yep. No, that's great. That's yep. Yeah, it'll function. It's just quite a bit. Yep. That's what I mean when I say like pairing components that are from different companies sometimes can work, but yeah. Just rare, and you have to know exactly what you're doing. And even then, you'd be better off just getting dedicated components. Areas complete. Bling. I have mopping orders. Come on, dude. Hmm. Four. Yep. Oh, we found the chlorine vent. That's good. Placement wise, there it is. Oh, thank goodness. Downside, need germs. No. Above us. Hmm. Hmm. What was this one again? Carbon dioxide. Can't just plow right on through. I think we'll have to go up and around. Yeah, definitely up and around. Yep. Oop, no. Ladder, please. No. This up. Surface germs. Spore kids anywhere. Good. And yes, the boost would be absolute. And if, yeah, without it, it's just. I completely agree on that one, Proto. Oh, we have reached what I was hoping for. Have our water source. Downside, it's going to be hot. Don't have the steel here to make a cooling solution. I think it's more so the difference between pairing components and then pairing random components. Yeah. Yeah. Like, personally, I wouldn't really want to use an ATI and NVIDIA component together. And I've had to do that in the past, but that was a long time ago. Back when it used to be an okay solution. But nowadays, it's just... yeah. It's a lot different nowadays. Yep. You have so much to dig. I need to send over more takers. Our food reserves are about to have 50%. We need to get the heck off this planet when we hit that point. Yep. I just wish Twitch actually supported 4K. Yep. Oh, there's the end of Protopoly's ability to dig. It's slammed right into Abyssalite. Good job cleaning out the rest of it, though. That's for sure. Where's Vern right now? Oh, he's... %. We're up to 5.3 kilograms worth of oxygen in the rocket. Well, I don't think we'll need to worry about oxygen because we're just inadvertently overfilling the system. We are going to continue to have popped eardrums. Not too bad. As long as they don't soil the suit, we're fine. If they soil the suit, we're going to have a problem. Oh, we're good. Filling. Yeah, we're good. Oof. We're threading a very, very fine line right now. I need that water. Yep. Oh. Okay, dupes. Out you go. Yeah, I definitely get some steel over here. Need that cool option. Need it like now. That's still beats to me. Rock. Get that one plugged in. We got 2 steam turbines here. I'll use the base cooling loop to cool both of them. This one around once I get the whole thing done. Oh, yeah, go to the bathroom, bud. Build that afterwards. Yeah, it's got to be absolutely nuts. Like, the efficiency on that. Probably wouldn't even break a sweat. Oh, hey, Sexter. I seem to have rescued this. Sure. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, we've rescued this Sexter. Okay, cool. Great success. I must reach this cool steam vent. I have to encase it inside of a insulated box. Dormant right now, but yeah, I need access to this. Like, storing, because that'll become a problem. Well, we have our source of water. I'm content with that. Big downside, obviously, is kind of in a really janky location. Not the worst in the world, but yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I was actually expecting it to like 50 grand, but if it's 63, that's still nuts. It was like, yeah, with that much power behind it, I would. Jesus Christ. I mean, I've worked on a couple large server towers before, and it's just like, yeah, most of those are insane. The fact that that's just that, and it needs 6. Oh boy. Okay, good. Got all the ladder segments in. Oops. A lot easier to work with. Serious wattage behind that. Burn, where are you? Be 2 tubes. Burn. Oh. Gotcha. Rest break. Yup. Okay. And also I see finally get this. Industrial ingredient. Fiber. And edible. Heat. Okay, cool. It's mostly for the reed fiber, they'll fall down. Meet the extra portions. I've heard of the super micro. For you specifically. I can't remember where though. I think we had a manual sitting in the lab for one of those things. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think we had a manual inside the Cisco lab. I think. It's been a really goddamn long time since I've seen one of those. I know that there's one in Packet Tracer. A simulated one that you can set up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read through the manual on that thing. Now that I think about it. It's like it's been a really long time since I've messed with one, but yeah. Yeah. Yep. I remember in Packet Tracer there was a couple board sets that you could do in-mesh daisy chaining. And it's like, ah, cool, we set up a virtual network of like 800 computers and we daisy chained everything together. It was quite funny. My poor laptop cried when I turned it on. They may be simulated, but they're still accurately simulated. And, yeah. Yeah. It's still nuts how far we've been getting with computers nowadays. Okay, how much water are we at? 7. Food wise, we're sitting at 5% away from when we take off just in case. And cycle out the food. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I said what I said. I'm like, it's a pentahertz, and it's like, oh my god. Yep. Yeah. I totally understandable for that. Nowadays, it would only take one floor. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's like, what? Quarter of a room? Actually, no, it'd be even smaller than that because it would just. Yeah. Yep. Crazy. Oh, for sure. Like, 100%. I'd be worried if they didn't. Time I add storage solution. I'm just going to slime. Yeah. I mean, I was in. I was the last time I was inside of a data center, Intel data center, in 2014, and they were literally wall to wall, like Intel blade servers. And mind you, that thing's a bunker, so. That was pretty nutty with that one. Yep. Oh yeah. Everything goes through them. Yep. I mean, I always think it's kind of funny is that it's just like most people don't realize how much space that actually gets taken up by computing processing, especially in data centers and their stuff. And it's absolutely nutty. If you go inside of a data center, or if you ever get lucky enough to be invited into one, and it's just like, congratulations, you're gonna be there for a couple hours, and you're gonna be in a golf cart driving around a massive facility that is just wall-to-wall computers everywhere. And then obviously, the one I went to, they were using a diesel, technically battleship engine for power supply. So they have an entire room underground that was dedicated to a 5-story tall power generator that was literally just a freaking boat engine. The cooling solution was the entire floor, and it's like, yeah, it's nuts. Like, oh yeah, I know. Yeah, trust me, it's crazy when you think about it. It's like, yes, they have their data centers are insane. Their overall operating capacity is insane. Their research and development is nuts. And yeah, it's crazy what they do. It is absolutely nutty. Let me set priorities for this real quick. No critter eggs. No liquefiables. None of that. And so for basic materials, that does not take iron. I have not. Yeah, I've not seen the X86. I've heard about it, but I have not seen it. literally a motherboard, but it's a chip. Well, sorry, it's a chipset. But that's okay then. Ooh, poke shell. Oh, Nisbet, if you didn't have critter aversion, I would have taken you in an instant. The suit wearer with +3 athletics, 5 machinery, quick learner, iron guts, but then they ended up getting critter aversion. Damn it. That's nuts. Well, I thought we would have had another dupe. I was actually really hoping we'd get another dupe today, but it was not the case. It was not to be. Bookshelf seems calm for now. Oh, I got one. Little guy. Into the box you go. To the safety box. Or two. Yeah, that's. They're not. You're not draining any more power. What then? Pushing it over. I want to file it. Like I'm looking at it. I don't want to file it. Dang. That's still not. I mean, technically, it makes sense that you could make chips that big. It's just kind of insane. Oh, Proto. Can't reach. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that should allow the dupes to build everything. Not have a field research. No, I do. I can only imagine the temperatures needed like to run that with nitrogen. Like, oh man. Oh, going down. Uh, 8 tons and 7.2. Yeah, I could see it. Okay. It's now 6 o'clock. Cycle 455. And I think we're at a stopping point for tonight. We've actually reached our steam turbine, our steam source, which means we have water. That was my main goal for today. And I am quite content with that. Let me drop a save here. yeah, clears 1,000 heat pipes off of it. Yup, I bet. And there we go.